One, two, three. Hopefully this is working. I don't have everything set up at the moment. Hopefully the stream key is working. And it says I'm live. Okay, let's test some audio, make sure this is all working. Sorry for the delay, anyone waiting. Why is things locking up? Okay, let me just... it's gonna take a minute. So, things are clicking that I don't want to click. Why that is, I don't... Did I just max out my... No? Hopefully my other computer doesn't lock up. So let's see how much time I have. Today I have a bunch of things I need to make sure I get done today, and this is about a half hour later than I wanted to start. So let's see what we got. Okay, so yeah, got a camera that doesn't want to play around. I still haven't gotten a new camera. And this really does not want to play well with me today. It's way too wide. Got my tea here. Need to find a place for that. And this keeps moving. So let's start with some nickels. A whole tray of them here. Hopefully I can get through all this. And okay, give me a minute. That's the other problem with this camera is I think I need to tighten something. Give me a moment. There's nothing to tighten though. Thought there was a hole here for... Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Okay, so yeah, this camera is way too wide for what I want to do. Or way too narrow. I wanted a wider shot. That's too wide. For some reason, it's almost like it's auto zooming. Okay, that's how it's gonna have to be. If anyone has anything in the chat, just throw it in there. And for some reason, think I locked up my other computer. Whatever, I'll deal with that in a moment. So let's see, for the nickels, let's make piles of 10. Let's see, yeah, that'll be good. I should have done some background music. Speaking of background music, give me just a moment. Okay. And back to not that I really think anyone's watching, but let me switch this over to live chat. Instead of top chat. Okay. This camera is horrible. Really. Someone did suggest I take this money here and buy a new camera. I think tomorrow I might go to Micro Center, see what they have. Just in this bowl, I'm loose dime, but actually that with the dimes. A couple dimes. If anyone has any questions on why I'm doing this, that's a very good question. Probably should have just, I did put a lot of dimes in this. Guess I didn't sort it well last time. $3 so far. And if anyone's here sorting nickels right now, each of these is 10 nickels, so 50 cents. And $4. So YouTube changed the way the live studio is formatted. So as of right now, I can't see. Okay, that's how it's working. So it looks like there's 2, 3, or 4 people watching. I'm not really sure. It's things are labeled funny. We had up to 5 people watching at one point. So pennies have a copper uh, coating on them, but they're not really pure copper. Otherwise, right now they definitely would be a lot more expensive because I'm hearing the price of copper is skyrocketing right now. Which will mean if I get to Home Depot and get the parts for one of my projects, it'll probably be more expensive with copper tubing. But before I get to that point, I need to test out some other things with my induction, which I'll pull out that maybe after I do the nickels. I'm gonna probably regret this, readjusting the camera. Oh, that's why it's so, okay. This makes a lot more sense. I have it zoomed out in OBS. Okay, this is gonna take a minute. Yeah, so the last setting I had on OBS from whatever I recorded last had the camera zoomed in substantially. So let's see if I can fix that. Okay, so bring it up to the top here. I still can't see the bottom. So just a little bit more. Okay, that should be good. Yeah. Maybe just a little bit more so I can get the full bottom row. Okay. Yeah, you won't be able to see right there, but that should be fine. Probably move this over and get one more row there. I don't know if you can hear that, but the geese are out. I think I actually have my audio filter still set from when I had my air conditioner on. Definitely don't need an air conditioner today. Yeah, I think like 20 something degrees. And my car's under snow, so that's one of the things I have to do. But I just had to get this out of the way. So that should be $10. daydreaming here. Don't mind me. That should be $12, I believe. And another dime. That's 3, I think, so far. Yeah, I think I get one more row. I don't think I'm going to get a full row. That's not what I wanted to do there. Another dime, and I just lost count. Yeah, I think I'm just going to be short of this full grid. Okay, 7. So 15 cents shy. So each of these rows is $3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 14.85. Okay. Go ahead and get everything reset for another. I just finished the nickels. For anyone who's here, I'm going to, and I got 14.85. I should probably write that down somewhere. find a piece of paper so I can get a total. So $14.85 in nickels. I'm not going to try to figure out what that count would be. Just need to times it by 20 and you'll get the count of how many nickels there are. Move over to dimes in just a minute. If anyone has any questions, go ahead, throw them in comments. How does that sound? Anyone? Anyone want to let me know how that sounds? This was supposed to be relaxing, but it took a half hour for me to get the stream ready, and I still got other things to do. I was going to do some other projects after I finish this, but I don't think I am going to have time, so I apologize. And streaming for about a half hour. And now we will transition to doing some dimes. Let's see. Will I be able to do stacks of 10s with these? Let's see. And just need to leave enough space for my chubby little fingers. Looks like I'm almost definitely going to have more dimes than, or even value-wise, more, well, definitely more value, but I think even more quantity. That because a couple fell. I don't know if I counted them right. And I did not. I think that one might be a penny. So anyone just tuning in, each of these piles is $1, 10 dimes, and we had gotten $4.85 worth of nickels previously. And I wrote down how many pennies we had gotten from my previous live stream. Yeah, I guess that'll work for now. I'll readjust in just a moment. Yeah, let me... Okay. Readjust this. That should be good. Yeah, I was gonna hook up my microscope and maybe look at, like, say, this penny or something like that, but I did not connect it before I started OBS, and OBS does not like when you add new device, plug in new or unplug new devices, it crashes. Which I might test at the end of the stream. I don't know. See how much time I have left. Oh, this is going to take longer than I thought. And this should bring us to $15, so even more than nickels already, and we haven't even dented this. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen in stores where they tell you that because there are no more pennies, that they are rounding. So I don't know if that is. Well, they are rounding, so that is accurate, but I don't know if it's truly necessary. That's not a. That's a. Is that Canadian? Yeah, and this camera won't show it. I'll put that aside. It's getting windy out. I may make a time lapse of this. I'll take the video, and it's not really going to be a time lapse. It's more just going to be a sped up version. So I think that right now we're at 40 something minutes, but part of that was I had to go get everything set up and whatnot. So probably, I'm going to say about 30 minutes of coin counting. So with that, and that looks, this should be $21, so probably have another 15 minutes. So let's just say 45 minutes of coin counting together and speed it up. I think shotcut will do 6 times. I don't know what I'll put as the audio. And like the over here with the, where's my finger? Okay, with the subscribe button and with the logo there. I don't know how that would fit into a short. May have to edit something and mask stuff out. And for some reason the bit rate, it's low. That's the other thing. Sometimes the bit rate's high, sometimes the bit rate's low. I can't get OBS to get the bit rate just correct. I should set up OneStream. If you're wondering what that is, there's a affiliate link in the description for that, I think. Originally, I thought that you had to, it would only take camera input, which trying to get OBS to run as a virtual camera used to be easy. It used to be built in. Now it's, you have to get a third party module, which I never got working correctly. Because especially with that, then is as long as you can get the camera running, then you can run it as a in-camera feed, and then you can do other things, like you can set up a break to show a video. I think you could set up breaks with ads, not that I'm monetized. If you want to help me monetize, go, if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe. What am I at? 866. So I need 134 more subscribers. Which there's ways to get subscribers with promoting videos and stuff like that, but I'd rather not go with the advertising route again. I've done it before just in testing. It got me subscribers but didn't get me any continued views, or really, as far as I can tell, any sustained audience. And I really shouldn't say that, but the issue was when I was doing the majority of the tests, I was also releasing content regularly. I had more free time, and I was set up a little better. Now my schedule's a little more hectic, and I'm sitting here counting coins for content. Which, if I wasn't doing this as a live stream, would probably go a lot quicker. Well, I would have gotten it done a lot quicker because I wouldn't have had to set anything up. I would have just gone through, counted them, moved on. That's the other thing, is a bunch of projects I want to do, but I want to do them while recording. Not even so much recording as a live stream, but actually doing videos on what I'm working on. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12. Well, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Okay, so $30 there. Still got a bunch left. So I've exceeded the number of dimes, number of nickels. Still got a ways to go. That wasn't good, and I don't know what I knocked down. So let me start with this pile again. Yeah, also would be in a more ergonomically comfortable fashion to do these if I wasn't doing them on camera. $36. Rearrange this. how I ended up setting up the thumbnail for this. There was a couple different revisions, and last night I can't remember which one I came up with. And leaving that. I'm not trying to fix that. That's the other thing is, if I wasn't doing this on camera, I would not be doing it right above the coin, so if I dropped anything, it wouldn't make a big difference. So that should be 45. 7, 14, 28. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Okay. Only 43. I miscounted. Yes, I definitely did miscount because that wasn't 40 when I said it was 40. Yeah, so that should be 45. Wait. Let's see if I can get this all. So I have 20 to get this grid all set up. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make this grid. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, my brain is not working. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. So more than 3 times the amount value of the nickels, and just shy of $50. And let's see, what do I have left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's counting the one that I dropped on the floor. So $49. So $1 short of $50, which is fine, but just would make the math work a lot better. So let's see, what else can we... I wish I wrote down how many dimes I had, I mean pennies I had. So 49 plus 14.85 is $63.85. Definitely can go get a webcam for that. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure some stuff out. Don't mind me. So this is the virtual cam, which was discontinued. Yeah, it was discontinued in 2020. Last update 2022. So it was only for 2 years. And is it? Yes. Let's see if we go to the source code on GitHub. And yeah, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. So 3 years ago looks to be the last. Let's see, does he have any other projects? OBS move transition. Take a look at that. Yes, source record, source replay, source clone, source monitor. Let's look at all his repositories. Okay, this one seems to be up to date. Not that I'm going to be installing it anytime soon, but not sure what he updated 12 minutes ago. Okay, so what did he fork to this version of OBS? OBS Studio, which is kind of it's like saying a sports SUV. Okay, nothing in the README. Is the audio working? Yeah. Downstream keyer. Not sure what that is. Move, shader filter, source clone, OBS draw. That might be something interesting. This is part of a project I am working on. I am trying to get build the Raspberry Pi Pico into like a Stream Deck. So I need to work on my JSOC to send the controls. I did a sample one somewhere. Media controls, virtual canvas. Okay, that's from someplace else. That's from source copy, browser. Most of this stuff does seem to be OBS, but there's some other features. OBS Markdown. What that is. Does he really have his website on GitHub? That would be interesting. Stream delay. Okay. Device switcher. Let's see what that is. NDA. I think that's so you can hook up your phone. Yeah, last updated 3 years ago, so yeah, I wasn't looking at the times on these, so these may not even be compatible with the newer OBS. Yeah, so like, yeah, this one's over 5 years old since it was last updated. So let me go overview. Yeah, so he's still working on some. So let's see, what did he commit to? Should be able to click on that, right? Okay. Downstream keyer. Let's see. Plugin for OBS Studio to add downstream keyer dock. I'm not sure what downstream keyer is. If anyone does, you can let me know in the comments. Well, if you're watching this after the fact, you can let me know in the comments. OBS draw, and this was last week. Okay, so this one is relatively to add a draw dock. So I don't know if that means like a tablet. Huh. Oh. I don't have the full screen on this. I don't know why. And things are all out of bunk. I don't know why I don't have this as a full. Oh, that's why. And maybe if I move it over just a little bit, then I can. Yeah, it's just the proportions are not correct. Okay. Yeah, so I'm thinking that's just some type of drawing tablet. Windsock. So this one, 2 years ago. I don't think I'm even logged into. Nope, I'm not logged into my GitHub. So this is behind the master. Okay, so this was forked from there. So this is the master OBS WebSock. So this is the one I should probably be checking out. Let's see, to add markdown sources. I'm not really sure what that is. These descriptions are not very helpful. This seems to just be his website. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Don't mind me. Let's see what other things. Device switcher. Device switcher dock, whatever that means. What do we want to search for? Any thoughts? Throw it in the chat. Let's see what Pico projects there are. Let's see. So fewest stars. Yeah, let's find. Okay, these are probably gonna. Yeah, it probably means its descriptions are recent updates. Yeah, that's. Clock that shows the time of day using wave share. Okay. Okay, that doesn't give much description. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get this to. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna probably finish this up. So other projects I'm working on are all over the place. I can't even set them up right now. Okay, so this is what I am going. Oh, no, I was going to set up my microscope, but I have it buried under a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, it's kind of extra. Let's see if I can get that. I'll get that out and either plug that in and crash everything. Okay, that didn't work out well. That got caught. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so this is just a little cheapy USB microscope. I'm not going to set up the base plate because don't really have a place to set up the base plate. So what I'm going to do is I am going to plug it in. Let's see, yep, I have multiple spots to plug this in. And either this is going to crash OBS, which at that point I'm just going to end the stream, or I'm going to take a look at some of these coins in the microscope. So let me know, and if this doesn't work, thank you for watching and have a great day. And it did not. Wait, do I have this? Okay, I do have it set to PC, not to Wi-Fi. Gonna rest that right there, and let's see if I can add a new source. Let's see if it shows up as a source. Is that supposed to be media source, right? No, video source. Okay, yeah, add that. And it's not showing up. Let me try. Sometimes I have to switch it off, and that could be why it's not. Okay. Okay, we're not going to deal with that right now. So let's switch gears. And okay, we'll turn that off. Turn that off. Okay. And we are going to go to the terminal. And we get the terminal up. LS USB. And okay, so I don't know if it's actually showing up on LS USB. Let me see if I switch this to Wi-Fi. Let me clear this. It's on Wi-Fi. It shouldn't be showing up. And then once I put it to PC, yeah, I'm not getting anything. Should be getting a light. Well, maybe you have to turn it on. Let's see. unplug it, and this again may cause it to everything to go ape shit. So it's not registering in LSU. So it's not even showing in LSUSB, which I think is what I've had in the past happen. Now I plugged it back in. And nothing. Yeah, because I had it as, let's see, what was, yeah, because here I have webcam 2, which is the first webcam, and it should have been as microscope, but that would have shown up here. So I am going to unplug it from the USB hub, and I am going to try again. Again, if at any point this crashes, that is why. Try plugging it into the, not into the HDMI port. Yeah, this may have died also. Actually, okay, so I'm going to leave this on PC, plug that in, run this again. Now put it to Wi-Fi. Let's see what happens there. Nope. I'm going to try this on a different computer also, because this isn't even showing in here that it's having an issue. Gotta try one more thing. I'm gonna try get another. Yeah, nothing. Zero 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 7. Maybe it is registering, but just no. 007 is the last thing. one last time into the hub, and then this is going to be done. It lit up for a second before. That's the weird part. Maybe after I reboot it'll work, which is usually the case. Yeah. Okay, so that's... Where is... Okay, I am going to try one more thing also. Actually, I have the other webcam, which I'm running out of desk space. So, while I have everyone or a couple people on stream, I am going to test this on my Mac. You won't be able to see it, but I can walk you through. So I'm going to plug this into the microscope. Let me be a little more clear. I'm plugging the microscope into there. I'm not getting any light, so I don't know if I'm... Let's see if I go to click... I think I may have just locked up my Mac. Hopefully I didn't. 1, 2, okay. Didn't lock up the... Okay, so... About this Mac. Maybe. Okay. I'm having an issue with the mouse on this computer too. It just, I don't know if it's a software issue or if it's a mouse issue, because I did try switching another mouse last time this happened. And what happened? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reboot my Mac soon. I think it's been on for like a month and a half. Okay, USB. So I have the hub, I have the optical mouse, I have the keyboard. Yeah, it's not registering that. So okay. Okay, so that's just dead. I will play with that another time. So now here's the other thing that will probably cause us to crash, maybe. But then again, this may not register as a device. So let me just run dmessage. So nothing new. I am going to now plug in the webcam that was not working. So this may crash the stream too. Okay, so that's plugged in. Okay, getting different messages. No streaming found. So it's finding it as a microphone, not as a webcam. Let's see. Nope, it is not finding the webcam. So if we do ls USB, you can see it's finding it there. Actually, let me try. try the built-in camera app on. Could not stream camera, yes, because okay, it's not finding it. So let's see if VLC will find it. Media, open device, yes, a camera. It's not finding it. Yeah, it's only finding webcam 2. So let's see, video for Linux by ID. Yeah, so it's the integrated webcam and the other webcam that is supposed to be 1080p but will not run as 1080p, which is disheartening. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I don't think there's anything else I can really troubleshoot. So this has been going on for an hour and a half, so I need to get back to doing stuff. So thank you for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you think this is worth it, and you have a great day.